Louisiana family is turning heartbreak into hope. And this weekend, they're doing it one lap at a time. Georgia Peck has the story of a young girl who lives her life wide open and the race being named in her honor.
Jessica DeLee loved Jesus, but dirt bikes were a close second. She was on her way to going pro when brain cancer changed everything. This weekend, her family and an entire community of racers are back on the track, not just to remember her, but to fight for every child who comes after her. To know Jessica was to love her. And her love was always revved up on two wheels. She grew up on a dirt bike. By her teens, she was beating the boys, and they knew it was over the moment she pulled up.
Whenever she would pull up at the race, people would be going, doggone it, Jessica's here. So they did not, they loved her, but they didn't like to see her come because they knew they were going to get beat. I even got on the podium one time and said, fellas, y'all watch out because she's coming. She beat me today, so she's on her way to beating all of you.
She was talented. I mean, just so easy to teach.
Her father, John, raised her in the sport, but he says she didn't need much coaching.
Go, girl, go, 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 go. I used to follow her in case she got in the bind and needed help. I would be out there, you know, because you're talking 8, 10, 12-mile trails through the woods, so you're away from everybody. So I'd go, you know, and help her. And but it got to the point that I couldn't stay with her. She was gone.
But off the bike, it was her personality, an infectious smile that left the biggest impression.
Like one time she said, just let me go practice and wear your gear and ride your bike. So she put my gear, my helmet, everything on. She's out there jumping jumps and everybody is like,
look at Susan.
look at Miss Susan out there jumping.
And it was Jessica the whole time.
In 2019, Jessica and her family had to shift gears. She started having headaches, followed by unexplained weight gain. Her blood work came back clean. No one suspected what was growing inside her.
There was no markers in her body for cancer, nothing in her blood, nothing in her spinal fluid. It was all right there.
Doctors at St. Jude diagnosed her with a diffuse midline glioma, a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Dr. Giles Robinson led her care.
The younger children seem to develop these tumors in their brainstem, whereas Jess developed her tumor in an area called her thalamus. And the thalamus is really the central structure within the middle of the brain where all of the nerves kind of run through.
Surgery wasn't an option. The tumor was too deep, too spread out. Doctors turned to radiation, chemotherapy, and eventually an experimental drug trial.
We were really throwing kind of darts at the wall, trying to guess at what would happen. And what's been really encouraging is because of biopsies like Jess's and understanding the mutational profiles of these diseases, our guesses are now educated guesses.
Through all of it, Jessica never stopped smiling.
Jess came in with a smile on her face and never really lost that smile the entire time she was being treated. And, you know, I remember situations where I was giving bad news and she was like, "It's okay, doc."
She was very strong, very, very strong. But she knew she was going home, and hey, you know, we're the ones down here hurting. She's not.
Despite the diagnosis, her drive brought her back to the track.
It was hot. She could only make 2 laps. You know, she went out, another guy went out, and she went out again. Come back, she said she couldn't go no more. She said, but that was the best 2 laps I ever made.
Jessica passed away in October of 2021. She was 19 years old. Within months, her family turned their grief into action.
Yeah, we saw the opportunity, you know, opportunity to try to do something good, you know, try to help, you know, because you don't know when it's going to strike a kid, or adult for that matter.
Jessica's prayer, Racing for a Cure, was born. Now in its 4th year, the event has raised more than $62,000, split between St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Dr. J.G. Guangzhu's research program at UT Health in Houston.
One day we'll have something better than what we have now to continue the legacy of Jessica fighting against the disease. Not only remember her, but really benefit other patients in the future.
It's a legacy making laps on the track and in research labs around the world.
I would have never in my wildest dreams believed that, you know, a major part of funding would come from motocross racing. And so, yeah, but that's the spirit of, you know, take something that you love, that your child loved, and turn it into something that is not only a great fun event to have, but also has a good cause.
And for John, every lap in Jessica's name is a prayer answered.
Just love your kids. Because I mean, you just never know.
This weekend, hundreds of riders will line up in Kentwood, not just to race, but to finish what Jessica started. Dr. Robinson told me something that stuck with me. He said the doctors, the families, the racers, they are all on the same team. And that's exactly what Jessica and her family built here, a team racing for a cure.
Georgia, thank you very much for that. By the way, Racing for a Cure takes place this weekend in Kentwood. Raffle tickets and donation information are available at jessicasprayer.org.